United States of Australia. Look at Dean is watching the show as we talk about.
Oh, say, can you see the light? What's so proudly shouldn't have turned down those cue cards.
Welcome back to the United States of Australia. I am the Aussie Guy. I'm off to a flyer here. I hit last week's intro first, realized that. I was like, well, fucking idiot. The old camera shit itself. This one feels like it looks better, but I'm only a fucking square. I can't figure out the full screen. I am not doing well, but I'm here and I'm going to have a go. And to help me do it is my friend and yours, just Josh.
How are we doing, Ozzy? Obviously not as good as you'd like to be, but hey, you're in the box.
It could be better. It could be better, yeah. But
it could be
no,
better.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's
hey, I had one for you. I was going to tell you, what do we call our good friend Aaron when he's in a cage full of roosters?
I don't know. What do
a
you call
bona fide cocksucker.
Ah, indeed. Also joining us, I don't have a joke, but I might hit his little intro.
I'm a little piggy. Here's my snout. Oink, oink, oink. The fuck? Cunt. Fuck you. If that's the new Robbie's Rage, I quit.
How you doing,
We
Robbie?
should probably bleep out the cunt word. I don't know. That makes it's so much easier to hear that when I don't have to see my live face right afterwards.
That's like one of the best parts, Robbie. We can't cut that.
It is.
I don't know. That's going to come back to haunt me someday at a job or something. I just know it.
I mean, look, when we hit the 1,000 subs and
Is that
we
when I
can
finally
actually
get a cut?
maybe. But anyway, when I will hit the 1,000 subs and we're able to put ads on it, then I probably won't have cunt like right at the beginning of the
great.
show.
Great.
But yeah, anyway, we're here for another week, and I don't have a lot of this man. Again, I'm a bit bored, but he brought me up again. Well,
I love
you know.
how right when I finally understand the whole toe verse is when you get bored of it.
I'm not bored of it per se. I'm just look. I've got a lot of clips of Kiki, and yeah. Anyway.
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on, it's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Shout out Rudy and that shrimp.
And I always, what is it? Is it? Oh, damn it! I always forget who the commenter is.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that.
We're gonna have to fucking check the name.
That way we give him credit.
Yes, because you bring it up every week. So clearly we are seeing your comment. We're just too shitty to actually remember.
We know it was the 8-year-old son, I do believe, that came up with Rudy and the shrimp.
Yes, indeed. Singing along every time. Hey, Dayla, are you able to pin in the chat? Or can you just put the link, the super tip link in the chat, and I'll pin it if that's the case. Oh, now that's not loading. Yeah, good stuff. Happy days. Anyway, we're I don't have Aaron Imholte clips. I have one Aaron Imholte clip. It's pretty short, but we did the show Towing the Lie that I do with Pretty Antisocial and Eckle Pineapple, and we did episode 3 on Tuesday. One of Aaron's listeners, viewers, sent the clip to him on Rumble. I assume it was Rumble Link Friday, and you send him a link for $5 or $10 or whatever. he will play it on the show. So they sent him a link of Towing the Lie. And yeah, Aaron immediately had some comments about me. So I thought, well, we should play him on this show and talk about him. Damn it, why is everything being so slow this morning? And yes, it is just morning. So
I could have swore I just felt an earthquake here.
Maybe you farted, Robbie.
Well, at least at least we know you.
That or my equilibrium is completely off. So
yeah. Pretty Antisocial says fucking balls deep. Yes, indeed. I'm sure it's not the first time you've yelled that out in your life, Haley.
Touchdown.
3 of them. Just this guy. I really made an enemy for life with this Australian guy.
Aaron, I'm a grown adult. I don't have enemies. Don't be silly.
is that a shot at a certain song?
Beat the.
Hey.
Oh, never mind. I was just
No,
gonna
I
say
mean, we're not the Ninja Turtles. He's not Krang. You know what I mean? We're not. There's no enemies here. I think he's a douche and we make fun of him. Like,
You're North Korean.
Yes.
Dog piss out of him.
Oh,
He thought he-
wait, sorry, let's go back. We're gonna make sure we capture that in all its glory.
Australian guy. I beat the dog piss out of him. He thought he was going to do this ambush thing on Hughesy's podcast. I just called him out. I'm like, you're kind of a chicken shit, aren't you? You're kind of a rat piece of shit.
Hey, it's back.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's a shame the clipper, is clipping out the swear words, but there's the rat fuck piece of shit. What I love about it is the beat the dog piss out of him, like the childishness of that. What's funny is,
oh, sorry.
Fuck you. All right, you go.
I was just gonna say the way he treats his dog, that might be like a subconscious thing, to be honest.
Yes. Actually on that, here's a tangent. It was a clip I was going to bring, but I couldn't be fucked in the end. But he talked about Gordy, his dog, and like letting Gordy go with April when they split, because April was the one who really wanted to get Gordy and all that. And he said, I don't think I could let my dog go into that situation. A situation he took his kids to. So that was very, very funny.
Well, I guess maybe if he doesn't, then what's he thinking of his kids if he treats his dog that?
Yeah, that's the joke, Robbie.
Yeah. No, I know.
They're both screwed.
Yeah. So what was I saying? Yes. So the beat the dog piss. I've been told by hundreds of people at this point, great job that day with Aaron. You really fucking made him look stupid and blah, 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 blah. And my take on it has always been, you give me too much credit. I didn't do anything. Aaron, that was his own mental breakdown. I was just the person in front of him that day, but like it was Aaron. Like I don't act like I beat Aaron up or I dominated Aaron, despite the fact that I've been told that hundreds of times by so many different people. I've never claimed that. So the childishness of it, but also I think it's the ego hit. It's the self-consciousness. Like he's embarrassed. If you look at it in reality, he's actually embarrassed by what happened that day. And so this is his cope, as the kids like to say. So it's right, Aaron. It's all right to be embarrassed about it. It was embarrassing for a broadcaster to behave that way under a slight little bit of pressure. So yeah, be embarrassed. It's all good.
And he like tried to ask all these trolley questions. I'm like, no. Be a man. And he's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. What?
I'm British now, apparently.
Horrible accent. Horrible accent there.
My God.
The first time he impersonated me, he did a Kumia impression, like because Kumia does a great Australian accent. So he did Kumia's impression of an Australian accent, and it was okay. This time he's gone very British on it. Very good.
He has had it out for me ever since then. Unfortunately, you wouldn't know him if he held up 2 forms of government ID.
You wouldn't know him. That's why you're talking about him, and that's why his face is in the top
100%.
right, you fucking retard.
Yes, exactly, Robbie. It's pretty much what I was going to say. You're right, Aaron. Nobody knows who the fuck I am.
They do
So
now.
what? Why have I got you all fired up like this? Why? Yeah.
You rat fuck piece of shit.
Yes. And a great call from Patrick Milton on this little piggy. He said the two forms of government ID. Like he's literally just been going to get his real ID, and he would have had to
Oh, that's
produce
such a
two.
pain. I had to do that. It sucked. In Oregon, you have
Yes.
to bring 3. I know this is tangent, but they're like, oh, just get some like a utility bill or something. Like that's all digital now too. I had to go 3 times before they accepted that third piece of identification because like I don't have a third type of. Oh my god, sorry, I have PTSD from that trip.
Well,
Took me a week
especially
just to get accepted, and then it took 20. I just got the thing in the mail yesterday.
it's probably because you're not self-sufficient and your name isn't on any
Hey,
bills.
hey! That's not true. It's all digital. I always opt for paperless billing because people around here always steal stuff.
But can't you print out?
No, it has
email
to be
bill?
mailed. They can't.
Really?
That's what I tried. I tried to just print out like a screenshot. And they're like, that doesn't work. Which I bet you it does, but they're just fucking with you because that's like the only joy they get in their job. So
Yeah.
that's probably what happened. But no, they wouldn't accept the screenshot.
Well, that's that seems silly. Because I've always found that they just need.
Maybe the
As long
Australian
as you-
government's a little more flexible than
Yeah, maybe.
State of
Good
Oregon.
point. Everyone does it fucking different. Everyone does it different across America. So of course they'll probably
true.
do it different here.
Just you don't need it if you're voting now. Just remember that.
Yeah, that's true. In Oregon, they
You can
just
go in
mail
and
a
show a
ballot.
fucking piece of anything.
They'll just. I got so many people's ballots when I had that apartment, and I was like, people were knocking on my door for like a week, and I was like, "Oh, what's your name? Okay, here you go." Because no one updates their ID, or they'll update it, and the clerk won't go ahead. It's too lazy to press one button on his computer to update it for them. So yeah, it's just a nightmare.
All right, we're completely off on a tangent because I had
Yes,
to
we
vote
are.
today. It was Australian. It was Australian federal election, and it's the second time voting.
Oh, I know. I saw that. Who did the good guys win?
months.
To the good guys.
I don't know who the good guys are or the bad guys are, but the government, the standing government remains. It got re-elected. So, but no, it's my second time voting in a couple of months. We had a state election a couple of months ago, and I fucking hate voting. I'm not following Australian politics at all. I don't even know any of it. There is the legalized cannabis party, so they got my number one across the board.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Priorities,
and
I
that's
guess.
well, yeah, absolutely. Vote for what you believe in, and that's what I
Exactly.
believe in. It should be fucking legalized. It's fucking insane. But I had, I don't know if you guys have it, but they hand out how to vote cards like for each party because you've got to have. They want your preferences to be correct and all that
I'm
shit.
shocked Oregon doesn't do that with how stupid we are, but we don't get one of those.
Oh, they do it every time. They come with like a fucking playlist. Hey, here's everybody on our side.
Yeah, exactly. And so I go at the very last minute to avoid any lines or anything. I'm there like 15 minutes before polls close.
So, like, are people not procrastinators in Australia? Because if you show up at the very last minute in America, you're waiting for hours, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it's the Australians get it done in the morning.
What?
And
I'm not
There you
wrong,
go.
am I, Josh? Like, if you show up at the last minute, there's a chance you won't be let in because it'll be too long.
Probably.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, Anyway, I'm walking up. I got my fucking headphones on, listening to something. I got my head down because I'm like, I don't want your fucking how to vote cards. None of you. I don't give a fuck. And so I said no to the first one. The second one starts shoving this thing at me, and he goes, "It's not a how to vote card. It's a fucking blah blah blah." And I was like, "Fine, I'll take that." And then I kept walking, and hello, what's going on here? I'm going to finish my story. Kept walking. The next guy, I said, no. I said, no, I don't want yours. Then he starts walking alongside me going, in this country, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't need your sales pitch. And he goes, it's not a sales pitch. I'm just saying that in this country, I was like, I'm just here to vote. Leave me alone. And he was like, oh, okay. And walked away. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, go eat a dick. I don't, anyway.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Amazing tangent. So joining us, I don't know who this is. They're just calling themselves Dean's Villain. Welcome to the show, Dean's Villain.
Oh, you got no villains? Got no villains, Aussie Guy? Hey, got no fucking villains?
Well, I wonder who this could be.
We're seeing more of your face.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
dangerous. You might
Doxing
end
myself.
up arrested.
Yeah, a little bit of a doxing. You
little
are
bit.
much
What?
uglier than I thought. That's
Oh,
interesting.
wow.
Cheers, pal. Appreciate it.
I didn't know Darth Vader had glasses. That's a unique look.
Apparently so, yeah, I couldn't find one without. Yes, I thought I'd just pop on and say you do have villains. You might not be aware of them, but they message
Well, it
me
was
every day.
enemies, by the way. It was enemies, not villain. So
Oh,
you fucked
what?
it up anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
You said about fucking Darth.
Yeah, I know,
you
but
said about
like
Splinter and all that. All right,
yeah,
sure,
I said the
fault then. Fair
Ninja
enough.
Turtles and Krang, but it's because like
Yeah.
Krang is the enemy. Like, he's still a villain, but he's the enemy. You
He's
know
a
what I mean?
villain.
Like,
Yeah.
But anyway,
I feel
all right.
embarrassed
This is
now.
really
I feel
freaking me
embarrassed
out.
now.
well, no, now I feel embarrassed because I guess my joke didn't land because
Oh shit!
you came on here as a
I
villain.
regret it. I regret this now. I should have come on as an enemy.
Do you want
Fuck's
to? Yeah. Do you want to go find a new filter and come back? Yeah.
No.
I felt he looked fine since he resides in the Empire. That's where he does.
That's true.
Double ORS at the
Is
movies.
he calling me that?
No,
No.
of course not. No, Darth Double Chin. Yeah, he grow a beard, Echo.
I think
You're,
that was-
you're like a
that's what
Sith master,
that's what,
Robbie.
I think that's what what's his face? Husey called me once, didn't he?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
I do not know.
I can't believe he put up a poll. Who says the N-word more, me or Kanye West? That was insulting.
Sorry,
I
didn't mean.
won too.
Hey, that's a
Well,
quick,
why wait?
quick costume change there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Who?
Oh, good.
Am I muted?
No, you're all good.
We should've-
No, well, Robbie was the one talking when, and
Yeah,
so,
just interrupt
Boring.
me. I have nothing important to say.
so I was waiting
Boring.
for him to continue, and then he
Mhm.
didn't. Anyway, you stick around for a bit, or you just stuck?
Yeah, I'll stick around for a tick. Yeah.
Alright.
I want to say hi.
There's
This one's always
Oh.
pissed off.
Damn it. I was gonna say there's only a few seconds left of this, but we got to make sure we get this in.
ID. Then Haley, this one's always pissed off.
Just had to get that in.
2 forms of government ID for an Australian. Is that a fucking boomerang and a kangaroo wallet? I mean, what are we talking about?
Ouch.
Same as you guys, bills, and I mean, I've got so many forms of ID because I've got so many different licenses. Because having to perform high risk work and drive forklifts and all that different shit, I've got like half a dozen licenses.
Right? Which one do you want?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that was it for this week on the toe. Like I say, certainly comes across as he's very embarrassed by what happened on Hughesy's show, and he needs to keep screaming to everyone that he beat the shit out of me. Whereas I'm like,
He beat the dog piss out of you.
Dog piss out of me, yeah. Whereas I'm like, yeah, sure. If that's what you need, take it, Aaron. Like, yep, you whooped me that day. I was fucking shaking in my boots the way you kept screaming rat fuck piece of shit at me. So yeah, you certainly handled yourself like a pro, and you've got nothing to be embarrassed about whatsoever.
I think that was a punk by Husey.
Hey?
I would say that was being punked by Husey, if I had to say anything at all.
Well, yeah, the ambush was done by Husey.
Yeah,
Aaron had me
I love
blocked.
the part that's so underrated is you guys are yelling at each other, and then Hughes goes, I think it's time for some super tips. And then just in a complete deadpan voice.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, so as you saw the title of the episode, thank you, Baumert. We played the phone call from James Baumert to NLO on the last stream. And it got some good stuff. In my opinion, is some good stuff for this week.
Together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing. Come on, Robbie.
Bing.
Give us a little bing.
There we go.
Bing.
There we go.
There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to start with we'll get to the Baumert call because there's a lot on it. But I did pull one because Kiki, as we know, is a comedian. And we know when she gets riffing, there's laughs aplenty. So they're talking about the Pope's death and the JD Vance thing. JD Vance killed the Pope, blah, 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 blah.
Still, that was funny for like a day and a half.
Yeah, this is 8 days ago from Bacchanal Thursday.
Holy shit.
She didn't do a Bacchanal Thursday this week, but I'm glad I went back to last week's Bacchanal Thursday. Sorry, I'm just getting them in. Everyone drink when I say it. So.
Bacchanal.
And she only said Bacchanal Thursday once. She just said it to intro the show, never said it again. So I was like, all right, we don't need to clip it from the start. So yeah, let's get to Kiki's hilarious humor about the Pope and JD Vance.
Well, it's terrible what happened to the Pope at the hands of JD Vance. He was a very progressive Pope.
Right.
And JD didn't like that. And
well, how can you be sure?
Guys, this is a fake photo.
You think?
I think.
Oh,
thanks, Kiki. It's a fake photo, isn't it? Yeah.
Real journalism right there. You gotta fact check that.
Yeah.
The Pope was very passive. People could walk towards him with a pillow over his face, and they're just like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Just put a pistol in that photo and be like, "Oh, by the way, that's not a real pistol. That's just Photoshop."
Yeah, indeed. But they're gonna riff on this pillow though. It's gonna be a rabble rousing time.
I was going to ask you if that pillow came from the White House.
It did come from the White House. That's the pillow Trump sits on in the Oval Office.
Official White House pillow.
It's Trump's fart pillow. He farts into the pillow. And then JD.
It's a whoopee cushion, if you will.
And then JD takes it and he lies on it every night and smells all of Trump's farts. And just like licks the pillow.
What?
Yeah.
I can't.
This is fun here. Guys, you're not laughing. This is great fart humor.
This is a comedian, and she didn't even go for a My Pillow reference. Lame. Get the fuck out.
I was just hoping that Gino was watching this, going, right. So she clearly got the humor from her mum, so she might end up looking like her mum as well. Right? Okay, shit. Right, I'm out. I'm out.
Is Kiki like anti-Trump because Geno?
Great point.
Pro-Trump.
Great point, Robbie. That's what I was about to get to. We saw Gino's reaction when Kiki just
put him on the Epstein plane.
Yeah, the mere mention of Trump being on the Epstein list and on the flight logs. If Gino
Kiki wishes he just had a pillow at that point.
Yeah. Great call. So if she hears, if he hears that Kiki is saying JD Vance sniffs Trump's farts, I mean, oof, it could be full-blown DV going on there.
I don't understand.
Oh, I'll say it again. Trump sits on a pillow in the Oval Office to do all of his meetings and something to absorb his farts. And then JD's job is to take the pillow and launder it. and
iron the pillowcase.
Have you ever seen someone have to explain a fart joke? Like, I think this is the first to redo and explain.
This might be the worst joke ever to be explained.
It's breaking it down.
The explanation made it even worse, which, good God.
I might make myself even more unpopular on this panel, but I do not appreciate fart jokes. I'm not a massive fan of fart humor. But yeah, even this is a lot worse. I'd rather you just have a button pressing fart noises, I'll be honest. I'd rather you Luigi Greenberg it right now.
Yes. But you do acknowledge the humor of a well-timed fart, though, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's about it. That's about
it.
Yeah,
if
it's in person, sure.
Yeah,
because I have to think. Well, what do you mean if we're talking and then you press a fart noise? I'll be like, no, that's not funny.
That's
if we were sitting next to each other, silent, and then you fired really loudly as people walking past, I would lose my shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Or if someone clears the room, just with a bomb.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Jesus
it's
Christ.
funny stuff. But no, fart jokes and all that. No, I'm with you. Like it's NJ Ranger.
Same, sadly.
Thank you, NJ Ranger, for the $1.99. I swear you'd think Gene married Donald, not Kiki. Yeah. he was very protective. He was very protective of the old Donald the other day. Little bit left of this. Obviously, I clipped it that long for a reason, so let's find out why.
Yes, darn it, iron it. And then he took it upon himself to not launder it before he took it to the Vatican to kill the Pope. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of funny, isn't it? JD Vance killed the Pope with Trump's farts.
Yeah.
She found a way to make it very unfunny. I'll give her credit for that. She went the long way around with it.
Yeah. I can't believe it's taken this long to happen, but Shmuel Buckman just became a YouTube member.
Thank you,
Shmuel. Appreciate it.
Fuck.
Head on over to Shmuel's channel. Is it Shmuel.Buckman or Buckman.Shmuel or something like that?
Buckman Shmuel. Yeah, at Buckman Shmuel, I think.
At Buckman Shmuel on YouTube. Go subscribe. I was on his show on Tuesday and we had a good time chatting about different Dabbleverse stuff and all that. So go check it out. If you enjoy listening to me, like Poetic.
Yeah, I'd maybe watch just that video and then assume everything else is like that going forward because that was quite good and I enjoyed that. So yeah, just watch that video and take our word for it. Yeah. You're welcome.
Thanks, Echo.
Why do
then
I
that's
feel
what
like
happened? Can't you tell by the photo?
Why do I feel like this is a total fib?
You mean like I fuck all the door guys in the city? Yeah. Sometimes people just say shit for no reason.
That's why I left.
That's the theme of the evening. Total fibs.
Total fib.
Wow.
There's a total fib.
Out now.
Yeah, that's why I left it that long. Because yes, we're getting to the thank you Baumert part of the show. So yeah, as I said last week, we played the phone call that James Baumert into Nobody Likes Onions, proclaiming that the rumor in New York City in the comedy scene is Kiki's a giant whore that'll spread them for cocaine or well, she's added a little bit more to the equation, which is interesting. But we'll get to some clips because they did riff on the Pope for a bit, but they couldn't help but have it seep in between sections of their show. So we'll begin with Kiki first addressing it. I should have numbered them. Fuck, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, pretty stupid.
Yeah. This is the one. This is where she first addresses the issue.
Lots has been going on. I guess I don't have to address this because
you absolutely don't have to at all.
Show over.
Like,
good work.
Yeah, exactly. If it is ridiculous, then just move on with your life. You know what I mean? You don't need to address it. Like, everyone constantly calls Patrick Melton a pedophile, including yourself, Kiki. And I haven't really heard Patrick doing too much of a defense of that because how do you? You know, it is one of those things. You do, like, you're going to go on and like make a statement that you're not a pedophile. No, you say that's ridiculous and you do your best to ignore it. You know, all of that. But
I do actually have something I need to address as well.
Yep.
In the UK, we actually have notoriously bad teeth, unlike Steel Toe Fault, that we had really good teeth. I think it's the first ever meme is British people with what? You thought I was Australian?
Yeah, that's the point. Because, and I think Carl nailed it because you got the green and gold background as well. He just assumed that we're both Australian, all right? And so he
I'm
said,
from Sydney, you're from Perth.
Yes, exactly. So when he said, weren't you colonized by Western fucking blah, 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 he's talking about it thinking you're an Australian.
Wait, do you guys have notoriously good teeth then?
I'm all right, bro.
I don't know that it's necessarily that. It's just that we're colonized by England, the UK. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that's more.
You're
the point.
welcome. Okay.
Anyway, Anyway, my point being is you don't have to address it, Kiki, and the fact that you did address it, thank you.
It's not.
Oh, before I go on and set it up a little bit more, she's got a genius theory. All right, Kiki's been thinking about this as to why these fucking rumors suddenly come up about me. Why is this coming about? Well, check out and have a good time trying to follow why Kiki thinks this is happening.
It doesn't make any sense. Michaeline, you know me as a human being that is just I'm an open book, open and honest.
You are. You just
I've told story after story.
Right. I mean, you'll say anything.
You're gonna see later in another clip. It's like she's like sitting under the steel toe learning tree of how to deal with this stuff. This is steel toe to a T. When Steel Toe started spilling his guts about the polycule and everything that's going on, his big thing was to say, I've told you all this stuff that's like embarrassing to me and that makes me sound bad. So why would I lie about blah, blah, blah? Like, there's things that people will lie about. There's certain things that embarrass people or make them ashamed that they will lie about. They don't want people to know. There's stuff that you're comfortable with that you're happy to tell people. That's the point here. I'd never buy it. When you say this makes me believe that the rumors are true.
I've never understood that logic anyway with that. They're like, well, what I did was shared a load of stuff that I probably shouldn't have shared, showing you that I've got really bad judgment. And you're saying now that I did these other things. It's like, yeah, probably you just shared a load of shit that you shouldn't have shared. And now you're saying, oh, that stuff's not true. It's like, probably is.
Yeah.
To the detriment of yourself. You don't care. You're just open, and that's that. Right.
So this
you're just open. That's the rumor.
Rumor going around. It's just, I think it's because Patrick Melton is. Here's my theory.
All right, buckle up, folks. Buckle up for this theory. This is fucking great.
Starfish theory.
I think he's trying to perpetuate this rumor so that he can say, see, I lie about a lot of stuff because of his ongoing investigation where he was sent Aaron Imholt's Google history. So that
So first of all, this retard is bought into the Google hack, which is fucking hilarious. Any moron that's bought into that, like, I go fucking, you must be a moron. They're people. There's two types of people that have bought the Google hack. It's people that so hate Nick Recator that they're blind to anything that isn't let's fuck Nick Recator. And this is something, the Google hack, if true, like if Nick did actually access Aaron's private information, is a crime. And so those people desperately want to pin another crime on Nick. But the reality is there's nothing other than Aaron admitting to beating off after reading about Nick's kid testing positive for cocaine, beating off the cuckboard. There's nothing here. And then the other type of person. So you've got the blind rage for Nick. Those people buy the hack. The other people that buy the hack are retards. And Kiki falls into that category.
Retard.
Maybe a little bit of hate for Nick Recator, but mostly retard. Anyway, she's got more.
there's this whole deal where, you know, whatchamacallit, Nick Recator sent out Aaron Imholt's Google history allegedly to many men in the sphere.
Speaking of which, Aaron, if I'm ready to talk, I'm ready to flip on Patrick Melton. So get the FBI to call me because, I've seen it all. And I want to fuck Nick over because it'll be good for our show.
Dean's going to jail. Dean's going to jail. He said on the internet that he's seen it, guys. He's going to jail.
Is there any clippers here? Could you clip just that little bit and tag Aaron Imholte? That'd be fun.
So I think that could be the only reson that he's doing this. He's I like if I fucked a literally.
By the way, that's the only reason he could possibly be doing this. First of all, Baumert started the rumor. yes, Patrick's going along with it, but that means that Patrick said about rather than just go on his show as he's done a million times, as he created the whole Google hack story. Why wouldn't Patrick just go on and say that himself? He had to tell Baumert, call in with this rumor, and then I'll run with it. So then I can say that I'm always lying when it comes to the Google hack thing and blah blah blah. Like it goes to show how really, really dumb this bitch is.
Would tell you
He's
that
literally making up lies about you. For what purpose?
a caller made up a lie and then he ran with it, and then it helps the pretty antisocial girls feel.
And for what purpose?
See now pretty
That's a strange link. How did they get involved?
It's almost like these people are making you feel they've got in your head and they're bothering you, and you're coming up with wild theories to make sure they sound like shitty people. Interesting.
Hey, I cannot blame Kiki for her stupidity being the fact that she came out of this man's vagina. It's fucking sickening. It's sickening.
Good old
It's
bubbly.
2025, Josh. All right.
I'm still not. I don't care if it's 2025. I'm not with it.
Don't want that kind of negativity.
What the fuck is the matter with those two? I just don't understand.
I know, it's wild. We'll get to that way later on.
Actually, Haley, you're in the chat. Did you guys talk about this on your show? I don't have any memory of it. You've only done, I think you did a members only since the rumor came out, but you did Latiti on Wednesday, so you certainly wouldn't have talked about it there. So hit me in the chat. Did you guys actually talk about it? Did you perpetuate this rumor?
Way later on, but we're not going too long, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace to the Pope. What are you doing, Mom?
I have to answer Rocco, if you don't mind.
Answer it.
Oh.
Well, you gotta tell him he's on the show, though.
No, not Rocco Burrow. That goes on to be Kiki's brother is named Rocco. And I do love that.
Obviously.
I do love.
Look at him.
Yes. This is like, tell him that you're on the air, which, all right, yeah, you don't want him to say something wrong, but also it's your brother, so he's probably not going to give you any legal dramas if you don't inform him that you're on the air. But anyway.
Or also this co-host that I do a show with all the time. Mute your mic for a minute, maybe. I'll pop you off screen for a sec. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm a producer on another show, by the way, so I kind of know how to do these things. Yeah, fucking Kiki.
Pretty Antisocial has responded and said, no, in the chat in NLO, when Baumert called, all we said was, we have heard the same thing. It was one reply in the comments. I'll send it to your DMs. We know several people who know Kiki who told us. No, all right, well, I'll address that right. No, I'll wait, actually. I'll wait, because there's more clips to come where she's bit more of a bitch. You don't need to send it to me. I take your word for it. I'm not going to fuck around trying to find a screenshot to bring up on the screen. It's all good. We believe you. So you didn't talk about it. Well, that makes the next clips even fucking better, because Pretty Antisocial hasn't even talked about it. What do we go to next? Let's go to Kiki's roast jokes, and we're gonna get one of our favorite bits coming back from Kiki. It's her favorite new bit.
Dirty, dirty girl.
Dirty.
Not the lips.
I heard about you and those doormen.
Me and the doormen. Oh my God. It's all over. The doormen.
Jesus.
That rumor, it's just been lying.
I mean, do you do it right at the door?
No, you know what? I love Michael Lee.
I really despise when unfunny people are having a laugh and then
Sorry about it.
No, they think they can add a funny. Do you do it at the door? Yeah, that's what we all think. Yeah,
because he's a doorman. Get it?
He's a doorman. Yeah.
She goes behind a dumpster.
There you go. There you go. No, she gets it up the dumpster. You're getting your words mixed up again, Josh.
Hey.
Blow and spots. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. So you blow for blow and you blow for spots. It's ridiculous. Okay.
Right.
Bullshit.
No, but the
How bad must her blowjobs be? Because she doesn't have many bookings.
What I like as well is that there's now about 5 to 10 clips of her mum just saying stuff like, "So you sleep with all the doormen, do you?"
Yeah, exactly.
You do blow for blow. Just sound clips that you could play over and over in your show if you wanted to.
Coach Taylor, let us not forget Kiki and her mum have fucked the same dude. That's part of her defense, Taylor.
Good old Gino.
She mentions that that her and her mother are Eskimo sisters, and that's the reason. Like, why would I lie about being a total fucking whore?
I've already proved I am.
Right.
Pretty antisocial. Baumert said in the call if she wanted to fuck with us, then he was going to fuck with her. So then she told, of course, absolutely. Whoops. MGD, what are you doing here? Coach Taylor, 100%. Nothing's off limit with them. That was an accidental one, but you got your comment up.
Yes.
these investigative journalists.
They really, really are journalism at its finest.
Don't you love when people compliment you while they're trying to insult you? That's what's happening here. They're calling, because they're so professional, Pretty Antisocial are so professional and so prepared, these two think that they're journalists. They're not. They're just a couple of another couple of ladies doing a podcast as a hobby. They're just way more prepared and professional than you, that you feel like that they have this great journalistic job.
I've figured it out. I've worked it out, mate. She's gone, well, if I'm a comedian and I'm not even funny, I can't not call them journalists. Like, they
fair point.
Like
fair
massive
point.
tabloid giants.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can be whatever you want to be.
They're the top tier of journalistic integrity.
You mean some deranged fan?
The three of them.
Yeah.
The three of them. The
A
three of them are going to go straight to HE double toothpicks, okay?
Have you ever heard it said like that? It's HE double hockey sticks.
Hockey
isn't it?
sticks, yeah. Toothpicks.
It's both pretty retarded either way. So yeah, don't worry.
Yes. So here we go. We're into Keanu's favorite bit, the mouth over the picture bit, and she's going to do it as the Pope. Which, look,
blasphemy.
I'm very anti-religious, but I know enough to know that's fucking serious blasphemy.
Absolutely, they will. Oh my God. Listen to me, Michaeline. I'm the one that is keeping all of them fat from heaven.
I have to. we get into this bit again. I actually have to give Michaeline credit.
I love when she no answers it. When she's like, "What?"
She lets Keanu sit in all of her bombs throughout it. And it's actually fucking tremendous.
I'm keeping them fat, so they're a prison of their own unhealthiness.
Oh, two of them especially.
Oh yeah, they're all quite.
Well, the other ones, who knows? We can't tell, but she's not. Whatever.
Stop talking in riddles.
Who knows? All I know is that the Melton one, he's gross.
Oh, he's large.
And then those other two should not be called pretty antisocial. They are petty antisocial.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great one, because what's going on here isn't petty at all, is it?
Anyway, back to being a pope. 1 second.
Go out the fart.
It is our name for them. It has been the name for them for a really, really long time. So we are now changing your name to petty antisocial.
That's what the church calls it. That is what the church.
Comedian, guys, comedian.
This is nightmare fuel.
I was going to give her a bit of grief as well, because every time I've seen her do it, her mouth is never ever remotely properly lined up or properly sized, and this is the closest I've seen. So I was kind of like, it was a bad time to call her out for it. But there you go. If you're watching that, Kiki, it kind of nearly looks like it might be his mouth. So well done. Try to do that every time.
It suits the mouth of a dead man. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit warped and fucked up, but it's in the right place. Yeah.
Yes.
The church is calling it that from heaven, for sure.
Something always comes up, and I get lost in the thing, and I have to hit some buttons. Sorry.
Is she got dementia? What's going on? Like, she just very weird.
Don't worry. I'm doing this. I'm Skyping in from heaven.
Get it?
Because he's
We're-
dead.
we're the
Well, I've
religious. I'm
never seen you
religious as
look
well.
any better.
Yeah.
You're looking great there.
Thank you. I love
Hardly
you.
any deterioration.
Not at all. I look pretty good.
Yeah, rosy cheeked and rosy lipped, and
Thank you.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cigarette
Now
stains.
get off the screen.
Great stuff, ladies.
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah, again, comedian riffing, like an absolute pro. Every time I see Kiki do that, I feel better and better about Kiki Starfish, which was an absolute abomination.
But somehow
it is-
better than
I would
somehow better than
prefer-
every single one.
I would have preferred to see the
And it
starfish
was-
there.
And the starfish was terrible. Don't get me wrong; it was so
Yes.
bad, but
It's a
still somehow
disgrace.
better than all of her.
Yes. And that was the point. Like, it was supposed to be shit, but still be better than this shit.
Mission accomplished. Mission
yes.
accomplished. Well done.
Exactly. Thank you. All right. Where do we go next? Let's go to. Oh yeah, they're back into it, and she's in her feels. So, hang on. Just
I knew you could.
Now you need to just pull your hair back.
right. Sorry, there is one thing I did need to set up. They're back into it. So they did get away. They started, I think, talking about the Pope again or something, and then now they're talking about. Kiki was like, "You wore the same thing as me," like, which clearly she didn't, but whatever. They just they both got a blue shirt on, you know.
I thought they were talking about the blow for blow because I heard her say you need to pull your hair back.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. No, that's yeah, well done. That's what I thought I'd set up. So,
See,
Michaeline
Kiki, I'm just an English pineapple. I don't have anything, and I can still do better than you idiot.
So yeah, Michaeline is suggesting what she could do to then actually fully look like Michaeline in this moment. And then Kiki's just got to go back there. She's got to go back to the whore talk.
I knew you could.
Now you need to just pull your hair back and put some long pearl earrings on.
Watch it. Watch the hamster's running. The hamster's running.
Sorry, I left my anal beads with the door guy, so or else I'd hang them on my
Oh.
ears.
What? It's really on her mind. It's really got to her, and she
Make sure you don't keep mentioning this, whatever you do, guys, because like she will just keep banging on about it.
Yeah.
On and on about it.
she saw the pearl earrings, and immediately, well, not immediately, a good 10 seconds of thought, and she went, "Anal beads. They look like anal beads." Door guy. Shut up, a whore. That's right. Duke. Duke of Just Do It. Is it Bacchanal Saturday? It is. It's Bacchanal Saturday, indeed. Yes, this is from Bacchanal Thursday from 8 days ago, when Baumert got her in her feels.
Me with the door guy. I don't already say that I fucking, am Eskimo sisters with my mom, that, one time, one person, $1,000 asshole photo. I don't know.
Remember what I was saying? Look, if I'd admit to this, why wouldn't I admit to being a giant whore? I sold my asshole for $1,000. I mean, I'd sell my asshole for $1,000 too. A picture. Sorry, a picture.
Whoa! But that's associated with your actual name. That's the question, right? Because her arsehole picture is associated with Keanu Thompson, with her actual. No, you don't want something where someone Googles you, they can find a picture of your arsehole, and all you get is $1,000, especially if it's $1,000 Australian dollars. God, what's that worth?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's a good point. That's what burned Aaron Imholte on the Monopoly thing when he got his 100 Canadian.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, wrecked the whole thing.
Can I
Already
ask the
say
chat
that I
a quick
don't know.
question? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm really
Hang on.
Guys, have you hit the like button yet? Because I don't think you have.
Yeah, that'd be good. Hit
Come
the
on.
like button. And Duke of
Yeah,
Just
thank
Do
you.
It. I don't know if I properly said thank you, but thank you for the $1.99.
You didn't.
I
Cheers.
didn't know. Yeah. Pretty Antisocial says, "Damn, Dean, you take Venmo?" Hello. I don't, but I do take PayPal.
I do.
Shut up, Robbie. No one wants to give you $1,000 for your butthole picture.
Oh, I didn't get that part. Sorry. I zoned out.
You dummy,
Oh,
keep
no.
up. You even paying attention?
Can I pay you $100 not to do it?
Over. Sorry.
Robbie would definitely need someone to take the photo because they'd have to stand back so far to get the whole.
He'd have to have a selfie stick, okay? At least.
No, guys, can you stop being mean to Robbie? He'd have to hire someone to spread the cheeks as well. Come on, you didn't include that
That's
person.
a good point. Yeah, great point. Actually,
It's a full
All
out
right.
production.
Two people. Most
I got you back.
likely.
I got
each cheek.
one for one side, one. But yeah, obviously your arms aren't that long. You can't both of you. Yeah. Don't worry, I got you back, Robbie. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah, and his
Now,
friend.
we're going to get into some fat jokes from Kiki, and I'm so glad that we could show off our ability to do fat jokes.
Fans, but I left out the portion of me having sex with the door guy that they came up with a name with. It's unbelievable.
They have the name of the
All
door.
right, yes. And so this is where I want to clarify that she's got this. She's got it as the rumor is that she fucked a door guy. No, Kiki. The rumor is that you're a giant whore that'll fuck everybody in comedy, in New York comedy. Now, Shmuel Buckman had a chat earlier saying about he's definitely heard the rumors. It's common knowledge in the New York comedy scene.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki, I'm nobody, as Aaron Imholte pointed out. We just got our little stream over here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still bigger than yours, so that's cool. But
that's not saying much. That's not saying much, Aussie Guy.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I know.
I'm saying a lot towards their ineptitude. To be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've had Kiki people reach out to me now that they somehow saw my show. I've received reports from people that perpetuate this rumor that are not streamers in the Dabbleverse. They're just people that are like, yeah, definitely, those rumors definitely go around. So, Kiki, what's important to understand here is if it's not true, if it is all like made up, so many people hate you, Kiki. So many people. This isn't Melton. This isn't Pretty Antisocial. And Pretty Antisocial mentioned that people have reached out to them with the exact same thing about this. If it's not true, if you're not a giant whore, which I'll give you benefit of the doubt. I said last week I think you'd be a stale bottle of piss in the sack.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey, Kiki, it's possible that you're not a massive whore. There's a slight possibility that you might not be a complete tramp. Okay, I'll give you that.
It's possible, but where there's smoke, there is fire.
Yeah, so I guess the major point I'm trying to get across here, Kiki, is you guys are not liked. You're just not liked. And that's how this stuff happens. True or not, you're just not liked. Pretty Antisocial says, those who have told us aren't streamers either. They have known her for years in New York. That's the story, Kiki. So keep sending your anger towards Melton and Pretty Antisocial. Maybe look in the mirror, figure out why people would be making up rumors about you.
Okay.
They made up a name. I've seen.
Is it just one door guy, or is it many door guys all through New York?
I've seen 3 names.
Wow.
And
do you know any of their name? Do you know any of these?
I don't even fucking perform at the stand, let alone know the door guy. I don't even fucking perform there. So I performed at the old stand.
Ding, 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 ding. Love it when dummies talk themselves out into fucking confirming shit. Baumert's call, he said the guy he spoke to used to be a door guy at the stand. He used to be a door guy for Legion of Skanks, who were always at the stand. So well done, Kiki. You're confirming that side of the story, that it was a guy that used to be at the stand back when you used to go to the stand. And I love the fact that her big defense is, I can't get booked at a good comedy club. What are you talking about?
Hey, mum, you know I can't get booked there. The door guy's gay. It's like, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
He's got no interest.
Many years ago. But this is what they do, mommy. This is what
Well,
they do.
don't you three pieces of shit feel ridiculous for saying such a thing? An out and out lie about Keanu.
That's what they do. That's what
Yeah.
they do. That's what they need. They had nothing else. They feel as ridiculous as this woman.
So Milton took a phone call from James Baumert. Again, thank you, Baumert. And Milton had been in New York, and he'd had a meet up at a bar, and so he was talking with people, and one of those people was Baumert. Baumert told him this story. So when Baumert was on the phone, Milton said, "Hey, can I talk about that thing you told me?" And Baumert's like, "I'll fucking say it." And that's where this comes from. Now, Milton has mentioned it twice, like very, very short. Like he discussed it after Baumert called, and then the next day, I think, or his next show, he mentioned it again for about 20 seconds. Pretty Antisocial has not talked about it at all, as they said in the chat earlier. One comment in NLO's chat that they've heard the same rumor. All of this anger is being directed at three people that have, between the three of them, barely even touched on it. I've spent probably close to half an hour on it at this point, maybe 45 minutes. Where's my mention? Hey, I want to get my fucking Kiki anger. But we'll move along to the next clip. We're going back to, I think I've only got 2 clips left. Yes, I do. So we got to go back. Oh, yeah, this is a follow on from that last clip. You saw that they had, Kiki had just brought a video up on screen. So I just skipped a little bit of it. And this is the tail end of the video. And she's getting back into it. And it's comedy gold, let me tell you.
It's funny that guy laughing is funny.
I am the Pope, and that Chinese woman is those fat wine moms and Patrick Melton. That's who it is. And I say,
Do those
stop.
three get together often?
I guess.
So you played that Pope clip of the Pope slapping the Asian woman's hands away. And yeah, so she's the Pope, and the Asian lady, well, she said Chinese, a bit racist, you can't tell. But then the fat wine mums and Patrick Melton. So yeah, we just did a bit goofing on Robbie for being morbidly obese. Let's get to the fat humor. Again, all they've got attacks on their looks. Which again, Michaeline, Jesus Christ, but attacks on their looks.
She's wearing anal beads from her ears. Come on.
Yes, and their weight and all that shit. It's all they got. But you can make it funny. You can.
Guess. I don't know.
You know what? I heard. I really did. I heard this about those three, that they were having a threesome.
Got him.
Hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
I feel bad for poor old Patrick Melton. Hey.
Oh, do you? I feel bad for the antisocial girls.
I mean, that's the joke, Echo. Jesus, come on.
I got it.
Yeah,
mate. I got it. I was just doubling down the other way.
Yeah, no. It's a savage diss on the Pretty Antisocial girls, as if they'd lower themselves to that. So, I guess fair enough. But yeah, the old threesome has always been a sick burn, hasn't it?
Got him.
I believe it.
Yep. So, you know what? Whatever lies you put out there, we can tell a truth about you to 3 people. You're having a threesome, the 3 of you. The redhead slut shamer and the...
Wait, Michaeline. we're trying to point out that Kiki's not a giant whore. So
Wait.
again, calling Haley a slut-shaming redneck is kind of emphasizing the fact that your daughter's a whore, right? Like that's.
I absolutely love that. That's such a good point. They're like, hey, petty antisocial. Can you stop calling out my daughter for sleeping with all these doormen? Yeah, it's 2025. She can sleep with as many doormen as she likes whilst married. And she's like, no, mum, I don't do it. It's like, yeah, all right. Well, anyway, stop doing it.
Whatever.
I call bullshit
Jesus
because I'm not
Christ.
into women.
Slut shaming hillbilly. And
Michaeline is trying to remember the insults they give to pretty antisocial, so she completely misses this from Keanu. I've scooted it back a little bit.
whatever.
I call bullshit because I'm not into women.
Slut shaming hillbilly. And
didn't hear
this, this is Patrick Melton right here. You look 100 times better here than you do on your actual show, you complete piece of slobby shit.
That's because after this,
Agreed.
it was the last time I ever got on stage. And then I developed a horrible case of diabetes. And now I listen to a bunch of slut shaming redheads and a lady that looks like Kathy Bates. And I hate Keanu for being right about everything. And
how's that threesome going with the three of you?
Oh my gosh, if you think that I could scrape my haunches back enough to even have sex with a man, let alone a woman.
How about two women? Two voluptuous, lovely women.
I let them fuck me in the ass.
All right. So Michaeline didn't hear the fact that Keanu has made Patrick Melton gay and he's not into women. She heard that. So, but she's focused in on the threesome bit. So, what about two voluptuous women? No. I like dick. That's the point we're trying to make here. Oh, damn it. Now there's an ISO of me saying I like dick. Jesus Christ.
It can be clipped. It can be clipped.
I do quite like that. Sorry, I was just going to say I do like quite that how complimentary she was towards the two women. She was calling them curvaceous and sexually attractive. That's very nice.
Yes, voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Yeah.
And again with Kiki, it's the same. Just repeats the same shit over and over again. So it's the slut shaming redneck. And Jackie looks like Kathy Bates. I'd never heard the name. I didn't know the name Kathy Bates. I don't know who she is, what she's been in. But I've heard the name now multiple times just from Kiki as a only insult to Jackie, and that Jackie's kids throw rocks at her, which is
and pour boiling hot water over as well.
Yes, boiling hot water. But they've sort of moved away from that one. It's just more the rocks. So
Right. Okay.
They take turns.
Obviously, they are.
It feels good, and I pretend that it's Steel Toe. I go, "Thank you, Steel Toe. Thank you," and they go, "What?" And then I go, "Nothing."
Thanks, Michaeline. Let us sit in it.
Sorry for being honest.
No, it's fine. I just have no response.
You have no follow up to such an unfunny joke.
I need to feed.
Hurry, go.
Geno fucked a door guy because a caller told me that she did.
Yep.
How do you feel about her? God!
Thanks, Michaeline. Good stuff.
Oh, God. This is why I stopped.
Oh, my God.
So bad, it's almost funny.
Because of crickets?
So let's go back. There's a bit of laughter over the top of that, but this is great. So you may not quite understand what Kiki says, but she says, "This is why I stopped doing stand-up." Now, as Patrick Melton, but let's remember there's two actual human beings sitting here, and this is actually a great representation of where you're at in comedy. Yeah.
God. Oh, God. This is why I stopped doing stand-up.
Because of crickets.
Yeah. It's hard for me to get my haunches off the stage.
Really, really go. Don't go away, man. Just go away.
She's proud of herself.
That's
Look at her.
wild. I don't know how people keep getting in here. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, they just slip in through the bathroom window.
I think that none of those people could fit.
Do you ever watch this live?
No.
And they
I was
come in through
gonna
the
say-
door while it's wide open because Kiki's blowing the doorman.
Yeah,
Seriously.
exactly.
I'd be so interested. Well, not enough to actually watch it live, but I'd be so interested to kind of see what the reaction of the chat is on there, because she must be getting something, right? Otherwise, you're just sitting in silence with the only other person on stream saying nothing, and then even going, what, because of the crickets? And then you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was good. That was fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep
'Cause
doing
it's
this. Like, really? Okay.
It's like
Bring
Kiki.
this, right?
Like I know you're playing the role of Patrick Milton, but it's not Patrick Milton doing jokes right now. You're the one getting crickets. Like that's kind of the point here. So we get to I think it's our last Kiki clip, and this is the one I referenced earlier, where I said she's sitting under the steel toe learning tree, and maybe I'll grift if somebody took this word for word and put it in supertip.com, supertip.gg, sorry, /USOA in Aaron's voice, nobody would know the fucking difference when you listen to her explain why Patrick Milton and Pretty Antisocial have barely mentioned this.
Oh, yes. We love these rumors. We love it. Isn't that cute? That's very cute. I know, and like it's almost like, should I even address this? But it's
No,
too
you shouldn't.
ridiculous not to.
Well, it is too ridiculous not to. It seems ridiculous.
so
What is
insane,
wrong with them?
They're
why
so
would they?
upset. They're so upset. Yeah.
Well, we're getting there. Sorry. Baumert's here. I like this Aussie guy. Thank you. Thank you, Baumert. Now that I know you're officially here, obviously you've seen the episode title is Thank You, Baumert. But you got us some gold, my friend. We appreciate what you've done here. You're a hero among men. But she's about to get into it. Here we go.
They're so upset. Yeah. They're having a moment. They're very upset by the fact that we don't have to go to Minnesota for Aaron's trial because he took a deal. They're very upset that all I do is sit here and tell the truth. They're very upset that I don't know, it didn't happen the way that they wanted it to happen with Nick. You know, and so they have to come up with something. Like,
couldn't you see Aaron Imholte? Well, you've probably heard Aaron Imholte say the exact same thing. They're really upset that I got this deal. They're really upset that Nick got 30 days in jail. They're really upset that, but you know what I mean? Like it's fucking exactly how Aaron handles these situations.
this. And there's really no way for me to defend myself other than
there's no way for you to defend yourself. No.
Just like there's no way for Jackie to defend herself when you say her kids throw rocks at her and her kids don't like her. Jackie can't address that because then it sounds like her kids don't like her. You see how this works, dummy?
No matter, you can, then they'll protest too much. I mean, if somebody calls you a bigot, you can't go, no.
Wait, what? What? The saying is "Thou doth protest too much," right? Isn't that how the saying goes? What am I going to
They'll
say?
protest too much. I mean,
damn it. Get back far enough.
Thank you, James, for stirring up the hornet's nest. Thank you.
Got him.
you can, then they'll protest too much. I mean, if somebody
they'll protest too much. Yeah. Good job, Michael.
Calls you a bigot, you can't go, no, I'm not a bigot, because then it sounds like you are. It's ridiculous.
No, it's funny. It's like they get some weird, they get some weird caller and they go like, yeah.
Whoa. That's some weird caller is James Baumert. And you put some fucking respect on his name.
Yeah, that weirdo is
a
James.
Yeah, fucking psychopath weirdo is James Baumert.
That crazy guy is James Baumert. So be respectful, all right?
Gino's so embarrassed because Kiki has sex with the door.
I got to give it to Jackie because I know the feeling. She says, for the record, it's not rocks, it's toy trucks that they throw.
The Tonka's hurt, I'm sure.
My son the other day was in a fucking meltdown moment and he threw a shoe at me from like 2 feet away. Fuck me. It's one of those you see red as like it's a small child. You need to calm down. You can't scare the little fella like he's having a moment. But yeah, when you get a fucking shoe pinged at you, you're like, fuck
I thought you said you weren't religious.
What did I say?
A little Muslim on your hand there. For sure.
Yeah,
The Muzzies.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
I think it's actually that Patrick can't.
But
he's
those
very
girls are
upset.
But those girls are spreading it also. He said it and they're
No,
Only
they're
your
not.
daughter.
Just
Only your
your
daughter
daughter.
spreading it.
Yeah. At this point, Kiki's almost spent more time on it than we have. I mean, obviously not because we're playing this and adding to it, but they've not, Pretty Antisocial has not talked about it at all. And I was really interested to see what what her next theory was going to be, but Michaeline had to jump in, so I think she's off track.
they're spreading it.
And it does it like, it's so ridiculous that I just go like, I literally tell you, I am an open book. Tell you about being Eskimo sisters with my mom. I tell you about every sex
over and over
story.
again.
I've told you about every sex story I've ever had. I tell you about every fucking OnlyFans encounter I've ever, dick
That must have taken about 2 minutes.
ratings. Give everybody a 9. Fucking like, I tell you everything, but that was too much. Like, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, no, I'm pretty confident, Keanu, you wouldn't go on your show and say, I'm blowing door guys for Coke and blowing everyone in comedy for Coke. No, I'm confident you wouldn't go announcing that on a live stream. I mean, call me crazy, but I don't think that's what you'd be doing.
It's a farce and it's bullshit. And it's like, but they can go ahead and think that because they have nothing else, I think.
Yeah.
We don't need anything else, Kiki. Thank you. And thank you, Baumert, again. Just fucking tremendous what we got. We got out of Kiki from that. And there was more. I was just like, I'm on a tight schedule today. I need to keep everything, So I was like, nah, that's enough clips for Keanu. So yeah, I hope you all had a good bit of fun with that one. And we'll get into one more segment. I pulled a couple of short little clips from this week for.
Has no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair. No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen materialistic piece of shit. Flat broke.
There you go. I'm gonna run and get ready for the show in half an hour. So have a lovely one, everyone.
Have a great weekend, Pineapple.
Plug it. See you later, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Echo. Catch you later. Thank you to Echo Pineapple. Yeah, we're doing our What's Your Handle after this, and then I'll be on WATP later, but we'll get to that in the plugs shortly. So I pulled a couple of short clips, and then we'll see how we go. I've still got a bunch of stuff that I left over from last week that we could revisit, as it were, if you will. But I tuned into. I forget what show it was this week, but he was ranting. Geno was ranting about the deportations and how I guess the left was stirring up the fact that I think a mother got deported that had a 4-year-old son that has cancer or something, and the son was born in America, so the son is a American citizen. Blah blah blah. He was fired up about it. My first clip entitled "What Was Your Point, Gino?" So we pick up, he's ranting about that, but then it's just a classic Gino can't get to his point, disappear off and get distracted.
They were fucking sent fucking with their parents, and they lied. They lied. And for them to say, of all the deportations, of all the criminals we've gotten out here, of all the money we've saved, and I'll say it again, I still want to see Epstein's client list, but we had this conversation with Sheba yesterday. She said, what? And I think I was talking to, I got to find my Klangerin card. I think I was talking to my boy, Aaron. In fact, I was in the chat, and I love that you leave comments in the Patreon. You guys are great. But he said, he's like, Kiana, what's her name? Said it to it, and Aaron agreed. It's like, what even is the client list at this point? You know, we've seen the flight logs. Like, did they film shit? I don't even.
Kiki looking very pale this morning. Talking about deportations, and then midpoint, just client list. Now he's got to remember 3 or 4 people that he talked to about it. And now we're on to the Epstein client list. Let's just go back a little bit.
Was Gino deported to the Browns?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, he does actually have
He
that
does kind of got the Deshaun Watson look going.
Yeah.
List at this point. You know, we've seen the flight logs. Like, did they film shit? I don't even know what it is. Hi, Keanu.
I don't even know what we're looking for.
Say hi, baby. You haven't even been on yet. You're fucking much easier.
I was enjoying your dark ranting.
Yeah. Oh, and you know not to interrupt me because I freak out. Thank you so much, baby.
Yeah, so that's call back to the clip where Gino went off at her about
might throw a rock at her head or some shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Look, I learned.
Whoa. What's going on, Kiki? So pale.
Little pale.
Very interesting. Oh, Just Jewel. Thank you very much. Just Jewel became a YouTube member. Appreciate it, Just Jewel. Thanks for joining us. We got to do another members only show, actually, boys. We got to figure that out. We're due for another one for sure.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey, cutie. Hey, show the hair tie. Is that from our boy Curtis John?
It's a scrunchie. I have 2 of them. I wear them all the time. Curtis,
Curtis John gave them. We love us some Curtis John. He's very good to us. All right, let's watch a little more of this horse shit, shall we?
All right, that's it for that clip. So yeah, just another classic example. I like to think of Gino is you know when you got a pencil and like the lead is broken in like half a dozen spots down the pencil, and so you sharpen it, and then the lead falls out, and you go fuck, and you keep sharpening it, and then the lead falls out. Like that's Gino trying to get to a point. It's like, oh, he's there, he's getting there. Oh no, the lead fell out. Oh, he's getting there, the lead fell out. God damn it. Anyway, that Bond. Thought it was a good analogy.
I haven't used
Actually, it was a good analogy, Ozzy.
Sorry, I haven't used the pencil in such a long time.
Yeah, I mean, my son's into his art and drawing and stuff.
Yeah, no, I figured that was.
Mine would be a mechanical, but that'd be Gino just breaking every time I'm about to make a mark on a piece of wood, like snap. Fuck.
You know, I was sharpening a pencil for my son the other day, and it did it to me like 4 times. I was like, I was ready to fucking snap. Fuck you.
Just break the thing.
Yeah. Our next one, I just love this. So Gino talks about how good he is. He's good at what he does. He's a great comedian. Where are we here? Oh, I forgot to crop this one, did I? Oh, damn it. Didn't crop it. We got the fucking full screen. God damn it. Anyway, comedy gold from Gino as he explains that he's always makes a point. Oh, let me bring up. He always makes a point with his jokes and all that. So hang on.
That, you know what? I am.
Can't believe I didn't crop this. I'm very upset with myself. Crowd cat. Oh, thanks, Just Jill. Yeah. Thanks, Big Smiley. Crowd cat. Thank you very much for the $4.99 super sticker. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Gino will explain. And we'll all be fucking like, what do you stitch your sides up, tape your sides up. They're gonna split.
When we're talking to Larry on Monday, that you know what, I am great at what I do. Not that I ever doubted it, because I have a point. I give you the reason why I'm making the joke and then make you laugh and make you think. Like these fucking faggot, and I don't mean gays. I love gays. Unless you're a gay that's offended by the word faggot, then you can suck my dick. I take it back. You can't suck my dick, faggot.
and I'm a good-looking man with a pretty penis. Sorry. I'm
Fuck.
I'm laughing because that was funny.
I was agreeing with him for a second. Then the penis part is Jesus Christ.
Gino gets accused of and criticized for just using slurs for shock value and not actually having any jokes around it. I mean, he was literally just screaming faggot and saying it as many times as possible because
Also, that was
that's
stealing
comedy.
a Louis C.K. joke where he's like, if I call you
Yes.
a faggot, yeah, it doesn't
Quit
mean
being a faggot and suck that dick. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So that was that. Should we go back to some of our stuff that I left behind last week? Because I've got a little bit more time before I got to go do What's Your Handle? I don't actually remember where we were at. I don't remember what we played. But I'm going to go to... this one's called Back to the Face Gimmick. And I'm going to let this play and take a little piss break.
Make your mouth a little. That's as big as
Yeah.
that's as big as your mouth is going to be for the bit.
No.
Nick. There. Now, Nick, I gotta admit, like you're almost as smart as
What
me.
you don't understand
Here we go. Talk to me, Nick.
is that drugs
You have
are-
do you and Stevie Lou buy lipstick from the same people?
it's Kylie Jenner.
Didn't we see this last week?
Go on, Nick.
It's
We
called
did
Cocaine
see
by
whether
Kylie.
it's the same clip. I can't remember exactly, but yes.
a little smaller.
Listen to me. I had
There you go. God, the nose doesn't help. Now, let me ask you something, Nick.
Yes.
Remember how you tweeted the pic?
Did we see this one last week?
I
Sorry,
think we
I
did,
heard
For some
you say
reason, the Kylie Jenner that all triggered.
that.
my
That
memory.
sounds familiar. All right, let's.
Yeah.
I'll pick a different one. My bad. Yeah, honestly, I
like
don't remember what I played last week.
I have
Yeah,
like,
that one is familiar.
I got to go in like 15 minutes. I forgot to tell you. Sorry.
That's right. Yeah, we'll probably be off by then.
I figured we would because of your other thing, so I didn't bother.
Let's go with then. Fuck, what did we do? All right, maybe we'll go this one.
He thinks like, oh, I put his tweet up and this will ruin him in the Dabbleverse. I don't like the Dabbleverse. I like my fans. My fans are great for putting up with this, but this is, I'm talking about the Dabbleverse, but I'm once again talking about how I'm right and you need to listen to me. That's why we opened up with the COVID thing. That's why. Oh, the COVID's never gone away. It's become an integral part of who I am and what I'm.
Oh boy.
Yes, Gino, it has become an integral part of who you are. And it's 2025, man. Like, I get it. I'm pissed off about what they did to us.
I will say it's crazy we've had no like global or national like reckoning or study on what we should do differently. It's just like, let's just forget this happened and pray it doesn't happen again, you know?
Yes, agreed.
But the comedians, but the one thing is like comedians that are doing COVID bits, that's a different story. It's like, dude, it's 5 years ago. Let's move it along.
Yeah.
This isn't a government think tank doing a study on the effects of COVID.
Exactly. And Gino, similar with Keanu, and this is not me being braggadocious because we are fucking nothing. This is a slam on you. This is not me pumping myself up. It's a slam on you. We do better than you. And we never had fucking Anthony Cumia backing us at any stage. We're doing better than you. You're making no difference. Hey?
I said that is quite the shot. Like,
yes,
that you just kind of crystallized in my mind. Holy shit, how far they've fallen.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not making a difference. The government's not listening. YouTube has their terms of service, and yeah, they will fucking strike you or shut you down for overly aggressive fucking COVID talks. That's YouTube's policy. The man's not taking you down, Gino. Like, it's YouTube and Google's policy. Like, stop thinking you're making a difference or doing anything. Just go and do jokes, man. Like, you're supposed to be a comedian. Do jokes.
Doing and I love it. But Nick, you will forever be the guy that fucking got yourself arrested for not fucking. You can't take yes for an answer. Fucking, you can't fucking accept the fact like, oh, maybe I should just fucking admit that I fucked up, like Aaron did, however bumpy the ride, and get to where.
I've expressed that I don't give a fuck about Nick, and I'd love for Nick to get done on some more coke charges or whatever. Couldn't care less. But these people that keep saying he won't take responsibility, he pled guilty. What more do you want? Like, that's what Aaron's done. Aaron pled guilty. Yeah, it's apples to apples. He's pled guilty. He's fucking put his hand up, said, yeah, I was doing coke, all that shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what more you want.
You want him to give it back?
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I've got my opinions on having fucking sex-fueled drug parties with your kids there and all that shit. Like, it's fucking despicable. One of his kids tested positive to cocaine. What are the reasons for that? I don't know, but that happened. It's despicable.
And you know where he screwed up? He didn't have a babysitter.
Well, he did. She was doing coke with him. So it's
you got
April was the live-in nanny, apparently. You know, like.
Well, you can't include the babysitter in that. You got to have somebody.
Yes, I know. Nick is despicable. This is not a competition. Like, if Nick's bad, it means Aaron's good. That's not how this works. Like, I find Aaron very goofable, and that's what we're focusing on. You're in your feels that people hate you and hate Aaron, and Nick must be the reason. Like, you need to get over that, dude. People hate, again, I'll go back to what was said about Kiki. Pretty Antisocial has received all these stories. I've received these stories. People fucking hate you guys. Have a look in the fucking mirror. There's a mirror right behind you, Geno. Have a fucking look in it.
You're like, nope. So what you tried to do was fucking discredit Aaron by dragging me and fucking Keanu, who walked away scot-free from it. Not that we wouldn't. And you
he's still confused about being a witness. You were always walking away scot-free, Gino. You just may have had to testify in a case. Like, that's all it is. Oh my God.
Really fucked over the two women you pretend to care about. Because you don't. And they're both getting fucked over by you. And God, your kids are in for a fun fucking life. A fun fucking ride. Fucking any money you make is going to therapy. I keep forgetting you're here, Nick. Go on, buddy.
Gino, your boy Aaron that admitted to all of this shit, his kids are going to have to grow up with anyone Googles their surname, it's going to come up that their father has multiple charges, multiple convictions for crimes against women. Do you think it's going to be a fucking peachy road? Also, the fucking cum eating and the cuckery and all that shit. Like, you think Aaron's kids aren't going to hear about that, Gino? This guy you think that took responsibility? Stash says Gino would have got arrested for contempt of court for being unable to shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
both Gino and Kiki thought it was going to be open mic night on the fucking stand where they could just say whatever the fuck they want. Complete morons.
I don't spend much time with my children. I don't really know how they feel.
Yeah, well.
But do you have any whippets?
I don't even. No, you'd have to go to your girl April for whippets. She called my wife on our wedding night. I don't know if that's the night she was doing whippets and stuff, but she's just a stupid bitch, isn't she?
Wait. So again, they were supposed to be friends with April and sticking up for her. Out of nowhere, for no reason. Just going to bring up April and the whippets. And then April had the gall to call Keanu on her wedding night. I'm assuming to say congratulations on your nuptials. But no, yeah, how dare she call Keanu? And then because he says, I don't know if that's the time she was doing whippets. No, I'm going to assume it wasn't. I'm assuming she called Keanu on the wedding night to congratulate her.
Like 20 minutes from you, trying to think who said that's all she's holding out for.
No.
Trying to think who said that.
What you don't understand is that polyamory is next to
That's nasty,
godliness.
Gina. Well, whatever it is, you're next to fucking, you're next to another cellmate every weekend, apparently. Don't even care. But my point is, when you responded to my tweet saying this age well, saying, do another, I said, do another 4.5 hour cope stream. And you replied.
Coke stream? That sounds like fun.
I said cope with a P.
Sorry.
It's quite all right.
I got confused.
I just want to roll that back because Gino said, oh, I might have gone too far. Gino said, my point is, let's see if we can figure it out.
I think you said that.
What you don't understand is that polyamory is next to godliness.
Well, whatever it is, you're next to fucking, you're next to another cellmate every weekend, apparently. Don't even care. But my point is, when you responded to my tweet saying this age well, saying, do another, I said, do another 4.5 hour cope stream. And you replied.
Coke stream? That sounds like fun.
I said cope with a P.
Sorry.
It's quite all right.
I got confused.
You replied, that's one more. I believe you said that's one more than anyone watches your stream. So I want to thank all 5.5 people that are here. I want to thank them. And here's the thing, like I wake up every day without a fucking care in the fucking world.
Is that the point?
Yeah. You probably should have care in the world, Gino. You know,
check your
maybe
copy, bro.
Yeah, maybe start to worry about it. Echo Pineapple, member for 6 months. See all 65 of you in 15 minutes, right? Right? 63 now, Echo, but yes. Yeah, that would probably be What's Your Handle's largest audience ever. So yeah, please everyone go over to What's Your Handle after this on Echo Pineapple's channel. Jackie from Pretty Antisocial, why is he so angry? What did they do to him? Phenomenal question, Jackie. Exactly. He blames them for having to have a phone conversation with the police and potentially have to go to Minnesota because Aaron committed a crime and they reported it to the police. Now, when Aaron commits a crime and reports it to the police, Aaron reports a crime committed to the police, they're all supportive of it. Even when Aaron reports a crime that is a complete Patrick Milton fucking prank, basically, Aaron went to the police with it. But anyway.
Maybe I should care more, but I don't. But you know what the important thing is on this lovely Easter Monday?
Blow.
That's right.
Yes, Kiki, go blow a guy for that blow.
She went straight
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, she's in character as Nick Ricada, so to be fair to her, that's the one joke that she's got for Nick Ricada. She's got two jokes. There's cocaine, and then there's I neglect my children, which again, a fair criticism of Nick Ricada, 100% fair criticism. Just, I don't know, have something, not just repeating yourself over and over, you know?
Blow, the blow April did off your dick. The way your wife posed knowingly, the way your wife posed knowingly for Aaron and you tried to make it like it was some stolen picture. Like that.
I love projection. I really, really love projection. Kiki posed for pictures on OnlyFans. Spread her cheeks and gotta snap that asshole.
$1,000
for $1,000. Kiki claims that Kevin Brennan revenge porned her. Wait, what? No, but you post for the photo, Kiki. That's how it works, right? When you post for the photos, you're giving everyone permission to share it everywhere they like. That's how it works. That's what Gino's saying, right? Right?
That's the other thing. It's like, yeah, here's a picture because it's something we all did. And you're like, no, you lied. Yeah. Nick, I'm worried about you because when you get so used to lying to yourself, you don't know what the truth is anymore. What's the truth, Nick?
I love drugs and ignoring my kids.
Yeah.
What did I say?
She's got
Kiki's
two.
She's got two. She's got cocaine and child neglect. All right. No jokes. Just saying those things over and over again.
Yeah. Now, was that so hard?
This felt good.
Yeah. Was that so hard?
I'm trying to stay sober though, and I think 5 years is too long to stay sober.
Oh, that was another great thing in the cope thing. It's like, well, that's a lot. Well, you fucked it up, dude. By the way, I can drink whenever I want. Not drinking today. Probably taking a break from drinking because just want to lose. Dude, 177. I can't be 177 in this flabby.
Gino's apparently gonna quit drinking to lose weight. Not because like he's an outrageous drunk that probably should get it together. It's like, I put on a few extra pounds, so maybe I should stop smashing whiskey. Yeah. Meanwhile, at the start of this show, because his guest didn't show up, that's why he's not drinking whiskey right now. He's drinking coffee because his guest didn't show up with whiskey, just to be fucking clear.
I can't
I
do
weigh
it. Can't do it.
103 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, we can't all be as scrawny as you. But yeah, it is fucking fantastic. Just knowing it. And again, it's like, that's how stupid people in the Dabbleverse are. Like, they live for lies and clicks and all this shit.
Those two old ladies like me more than my own children.
Pretty Antisocial came into this. Again, they are just like us. They don't give a fuck about Nick Recato. He's just part of the story. They're not pro Nick. They're not, well, maybe they're anti Nick. I'm not going to speak for him, but I know they're not pro Nick. It's just part of the story. But
they're definitely
Kiki,
FKT.
Yes. Kiki is so in her feels about Pretty Antisocial. They have to come up here where it's not relevant at all.
Yeah, they're pathetic.
They stuck up for me. They love me.
It's just fucking pathetic and.
Now, again, they haven't stuck up for Nick Recato in any way, shape, or form. You're sticking up for the guy that you told us hurt April physically. You told us that when you went on stream and said, I talked to April and I believe there's something there where it comes to the domestic abuse. You're defending that guy that's pled guilty to multiple crimes against women. That's the guy you're defending. Just remember that, Kiki. Pretty Antisocial doesn't stick up for this guy. You stick up for a serial woman abuser. That's what you do, Kiki.
Laughable. How everything fucking is just revolved around Clint.
Okay, good one, Baumert. Oh, God damn, chat moved. Doorman love to FKT. Again, thank you, Baumert. That was that phone call, just so great. I love it. A little bit more, then we better wrap up.
And super chats. I'll say it again. Say we want about Kevin Brennan. He's a piece of shit. He acts like a piece of shit, but he's always been a piece of shit.
Quite authentic.
Always been a piece of shit. Always been an angry piece of shit. Everyone else is like, well, I'll act like an angry piece of shit, and all it makes you is a disingenuous piece of shit, as opposed to our friend Kevin Brennan, who's a genuine piece of shit. You, Nick, are just fucking periphery. Nick, talk to them. I got to get the door.
Hello, my baby. God, boy, oh boy,
Yeah, let's just end it on some Kiki riffing. Let's do it. Yeah.
I am trying to be more realistic, though. I just hate Aaron. I hate Aaron, and I can't stand his stupid face and the fact that I like to tell people that he ate my jizz. It's my jizz. He's clown. Isn't that funny? Did I make you laugh?
He's like, I'd like to see.
No, Kiki, you've never made anyone laugh. That'll do it.
That was her drowning there was worse than when any of the times I've done it, which is saying something.
Yeah, it's that's saying a lot. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this week. Baumert says, thank you, Aussie Guy. No, seriously, Baumert, thank you. You gave me so much content. When I clicked on that Bacchanal Thursday, and all she kept talking about was the Baumert phone call and how she's putting it all on Milton and Pretty Antisocial. It's like, oh Jesus! As the Milton jingle goes, Milton's making them feel. That was such a great sign that people have got to you, and that's what you do on the internet. That's a smart decision. let people know when they've got to you, because then it all goes away. They won't bring it up. Everyone is very conscious of everyone's feelings on the internet, and so when you mention something that bothers you, they will just go, "Oh, I didn't understand it bothered you. We'll leave that alone, and we won't refer to it ever again." Anyway, I've got a big day ahead of me. We'll start with you, just Josh. You want to hit your plugs?
You can get me here in Cincinnati right now, building an ark because we are flooding. But other than that, taking two of everything.
Very good. Stash says Melton was slinging mud at you, Aussie on Piggy. I mean, that's Melton. And if Melton wasn't shitting on me, then it wouldn't be reality. He said, I hate to give Dean any credit because I don't want to make him a guy and he should just quit, very funny stuff. I was actually going to clip that and put it as the cold open to the show, but I completely forgot to clip it. But no. Melton, anyone that's below Melton, he has to discredit because they might fucking come up and overtake him. So yeah, it's all good. Pretty Antisocial says Melton shits on us too. It's all love. Yeah, honestly, it is. Like, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Anyway, Robbie, what are your plugs?
You can find us at Official USA. Sorry, I started there. Official USA Pod on X, and you can follow me on X at Mariner Robbie, and that's about it.
Very good. So like I said, I got a big day ahead of me, so I better get going actually. I'm about to jump on What's Your Handle with Echo Pineapple, so head on over to Echo Pineapple's channel, and then at 3:00, if you're a Patreon or YouTube member of Who Are These Podcasts, you can catch me there as I join them for a segment on WATP this week. So yes, check it all out. And otherwise on X, I'm at that Sussy Guy. I just mentioned that Aussie Guy, and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.
Give our guy Robbie a follow.